All right, welcome to episode 9, start of week 9. Well, actually, the end, I guess. That was August 4th, 2023 to August 10th, 2023. I did a ton of work. So, Tuesday, August 8th, I had 2 more sales over the weekend, added 48 new listings on Tuesday. That's a record number in one day. Currently, I was at 5 reviews, 29 sales, and 270 listings. 5 reviews, 50 sales, and 200 listings means I can start another store if I wanted to. That's kind of my little rule of thumb, but that might even be a little bit early. I'm not starting another store, but I'm just saying if you're thinking about it, that's kind of the time when you could technically do it. But on the other hand, if a store is already doing well, then why split your attention between 2 stores when you can have just focus on the one, which is what I'm doing. So I'm going to keep going with this one until minimum 2,000 listings. And I figured this out. So if I do 24 a day, this was on Tuesday, I figured this out, times 7 days a week, that's 168 per week. So if I have 83.33 days doing 24 a day, I would hit that mark of 2,000 listings by October 30th, 2023. Now, one thing I didn't take into account was my existing listings, which was dumb. So I think that's starting from 0. So the actual math's a little bit different, but maybe I'll do an update in next week on that. Anyway, just gives you an idea of how long it takes to get to the levels that some of these competitor stores are at. If you ever see a shop that has like 1,000 listings, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 listings, you know they're well established. They're like the big sellers on Etsy. That means they're getting all the reviews, they're getting all the sales, they're getting all the traffic, and they're making all the money. That's what you want to be. So what I suggest you do, if you're feeling a little down on your shop or not doing too well, go on Etsy, find your competitors, and just note like where they're at, and then note where you're at, and then see how long it will take you to get where they're at. Even if you just go by listings alone, that will keep you motivated. So anyway, Tuesday I got up to 270 listings. That's wonderful. Wednesday, no sales yet on that day, but I added another 32 listings, so I crossed 300 listings for the new shop, which was amazing. That puts my total listings at 302 on Wednesday. So I was like, you know what? I like that feeling. I like taking this massive action. So Thursday, I got a sale on Wednesday. I added 51 new listings. So I went bonkers with this. Now you might be saying, Will, how in the heck are you adding 51 freaking listings in a day? Well, I actually timed it, and once I have my images from Midjourney, which I'm using, it actually takes me 1 minute and 48 seconds to do a new listing because I'm copying my existing listings and I'm swapping out the main mockup, the video, and the delivery file. That's it. That's all I need to do. So, I mean, I have to go to Canva and I create the main mockup and the video in Canva, and then the delivery file I create with Photopea. That's what I use for an upscaler. But I'm looking at Gigapixel AI for an upscaler as well, although I don't think I need it. I think Photopea is doing a great job. Anyway, I'm at 353 listings. That is amazing. Let's go to the shop now and have a look. So let's go to detailed stats. Let's look at the last 7 days from the 4th. No, 5th. Wait, 4th to 10th. Yeah. Apply. And so it had 6 orders, 380 visits, 1584 revenue. But again, I'm getting a lot of traffic direct, which is not a good thing. So somebody somewhere has found my shop and they're sending a lot of garbage traffic, which is affecting my conversion rate, which is one of the risks when you do these things publicly is people cannot help themselves but to try and find your store and then like they want to copy everything. Although this one isn't making a ton of money yet, it will. So I got to see where that's coming from, see if I can dig a little bit deeper into that. On the ad side, still running at marketing, Etsy ads. Let's go for custom, 4th to the 10th, and we have 1228 spent $396, 2 orders, 37 clicks. But I'm running ads at all listings, which is not the best idea, which is why I'm losing money. And at $213 a day. So when I click here and I try to raise my budget, they have me capped at $213, which stinks. I wanted to actually raise it. And what I was going to do for the next week is run like $5 a day, but only to listings that actually had a sale. And I can't do that now. I guess I could run only listings that had a sale at $213 a day, but that's really not much. So I look at that $213 budget, and I think to my Facebook ad days, and when I was running like $2,000 a day, literally like 60,000 a month, and I was making like way more than 60,000 in revenue. But still, it's weird because with Etsy, you're like, oh, I don't want to give them too much, and I think it's mainly, for me anyway, it's a control thing because I don't control fully all like where they're sending it or what keywords are showing it for in the search, and that bothers me a little bit. That's why I'm a little bit reluctant to dump even more money in there. But I know that the big shops are spending like $100, $140, $200 a day on their ads, and they have like 3,600 listings, and they're probably running them to maybe less than half of their listings. And I think what they're doing on the big shops is they set it to that amount, and then they only run it to products that got a sale. So I would love, and I hope that Etsy hears me and actually grants me this, I'd love to raise that to like $5 a day on only things that have a sale. And I think that will make a big difference. And I'd like to run that for a week on this shop and see how that does. Let's go to the all-time numbers now. So here, and we'll go all-time. So I started June 12th, which is 8 weeks and 4 days ago. And I made $72.34, 2% conversion rate, 28 orders. And that is 1,408 visits. But this is the number that really bothers me because I'm not doing any social media for it yet, which is really stupid. I should have been from the beginning. I don't know why I haven't. So what I'm going to do for next week, the plan is to get this number up, the social media side, get that up dramatically, as well as my email marketing side. I want to get that up quite a bit because I haven't really been doing it, but I'm going to connect Aweber. And if you look under integrations in Aweber, they will put anybody who buys. So this integration automatically adds new buyers to your list, then sends a confirmed opt-in message to complete the Etsy approved subscription process. In other words, this little sentence here is the key to it all. I'll get every buyer, well, I won't get every buyer. I'll probably get 30 or 40% of them that will actually opt into the list. The rest just won't. So if I have 10,000, or if I have 1,000 sales, or let's say I have 100 sales, and I have 30%, or let's call it 40% opting in, which means they're clicking that confirmation link that gets sent out and says, yes, I'd like to receive, I'm okay with receiving email from the shop. If I have 100 sales, that means I have a list now of 40 people. If I have 1,000 sales, that means I have a list of 400 people. If I have 10,000 sales, that means I have a list of 4,000 people. And what I can do with that is a lot of different things. Like when I put new listings up on the shop, I can email like a weekly summary. I can say, okay, this category I added this many. Here's a direct link to look at them. This one I added this. Or I could even say top selling listings for the week of whatever. And then I could send out like 3 of my listings that are selling really well. I could send that to my list. Or I could say like top selling one and new one. I could like, there's all these different things that I could send them out emails on. I could also email them like every day if I really wanted to, or every other day. With Etsy sellers, I think they're a little bit more finicky than the average email marketing recipient. So I'll probably cut that back a little bit, but then I can run sales too. So back to school sale, limited time, 70% off everything in my shop for 48 hours. Boom. One email goes out. Next day, last day for 70% off everything. 2-hour warning, 70% off ends soon, and I can do that. So those sales, those kind of staying in touch with them is a great thing. And then I have even more plans going down the road. Once I have this list built, I want to build a like community and a membership, and I want to get all that going too with my shop, because you can't be relying 100% on Etsy, as you've seen over the past 8 weeks and 4 days, I guess, for traffic, because they just don't really send it to you. Anyway, it's been a while. What I've learned is that, again, just to reiterate, new shops take time. I'm at now, 353 listings? And my competitors are at like 3,000, 4,000 listings. So I am just a tiny little fraction of what they're at. If I take 353 divided by like 3,500, I'm at like 10%. Not even. Wait, that didn't work. Times 100? Yeah. Oh, that's not right. Oh yeah, that is. It's 10%. Wow. 350 times 10. Yeah, I'm at 10% of what they're at. So my revenue is probably at like even less than 10% of what they're at. Anyway, that's my update. I am going to continue, and I'm very proud of how many listens I did put up this week. And there's more coming soon. We'll see you next week.